Well, besides the many reasons I've never gone to WAF, the testing is a joke.
So, RVJ, you just did your PED test.
Yep.
What do you think about this whole process?
I think it's great. I think it's
Thank you for clicking on the video. In today's video, we got RVJ versus Ben Brooks. Good super match, great production, but more hypocrisy from the hobbyist, by the hobbyist. Then after that, we have Matt Mask's comment about his victory against Derek Smith at King of the Table 10 and his future plan. Ryan SP's tricep injury, another unfortunate injury in the arm wrestling world, and I think this one is a rare injury. So finally, we have Jerry Cadret versus VITALY LALETIN confirmed and more updates about the upcoming events by Engin Terzi himself. So let's start. So yesterday, right after the King of the Table 10 event finished, we had Montana arm wrestling event. Link will be in the description. Overall, video quality, audio quality was awesome. For a free event, I think it was great. I'll give it easily 4 out of 5 stars. And RVJ versus Ben Brooks was the final event. I think this one particular match only was a drug tested event, which makes a lot of sense to me. But according to RVJ, it shouldn't make sense because in one of the previous videos, he was saying that drug testing is bullshit. It doesn't mean anything. And now he's saying that my match is drug tested. It is a good step. Well, it is a good step, but not according to him. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't matter at all because drug testing is total BS. So the first round, and in the straps, Rob got him in a hook and pinned him with pure side pressure. Good victory, 1-0. The second round got stuck in the middle in a hook. Rob didn't like what he was feeling in Ben Brooks' hook, and Ben didn't like when Rob tried to roll out. He felt his hand going. That's why he dumped his wrist, tried to go for the flop press. Went too early for that move, bad move. And it ended up having stuck in this position by Rob. Rob was also stuck here, but that was a good battle, good war. Rob ended up winning this match. I won't say it was an easy victory for Rob, but he didn't seem to be in too much trouble as well, except for that second round. So where's the hypocrisy, Pradeep? He won clear, fair and square. Yeah, drug testing part was a little bit weird, but that's cool as well. The hypocrisy is where the announcement started for the match. The announcer called Rob a legend of the sport.
The way from Massachusetts, an arm wrestling legend.
Well, if you remember, a couple of weeks ago, Rob uploaded a video about Arsen Liliev, and I think he talked about that in one of his podcasts as well. So Rob's claim is that Arsen shouldn't be called a legend of the sport. He gave 3 reasonings for that. Reason number 1 was Arsen's reign at the top, his victory days or his victory years as I should call it, weren't long enough. So he won I think 5-6 medals at WAF, some at Zloty, but that according to Rob is not enough to be called a legend. Second reason was he got busted for steroids. How can you call a cheater who got tested positive for steroids a legend? Third reason was he sent someone else to weigh in for him. He got caught there as well. And I think got disqualified in that event. So with these 3 things combined, how can anyone be a legend? Okay, got it. But a legend should at least be a champion for a few years, at least according to Rob himself. Then the announcer called Rob a legend. I was like, Rob is going to say that, bro, don't call me a legend. I'm not there, at least not yet. But no, he didn't say that. Then I realized that he's in the heat of the moment. He's about to arm wrestle. He's about to destroy someone. The mentality of a warrior. Why would he kind of bother himself with these small issues, with these meaningless issues at that time? There's a time after that. But then after the match, the announcer called him a legend once again. And I was like, now Rob is going to correct him by saying that he's not a legend. Don't use that word. Then I thought it's a celebration moment. He just won a super match. His family is there. Not the right time. Understandable. But now almost 24 hours have passed since the super match. Where's the video, Rob? So according to you, a guy who has won like 5-6 medals at WAF doesn't have a long enough reign to be called a legend, but you are okay with yourself being called a legend when you have basically never been top 3 in the world in any weight category, maybe not even top 5 in the world in any weight category. So that's kind of weird. And in that video, he was also saying that at what point of time should we start taking away the titles from Arsen Liliev?
he gets tested and is full blown off the ass hot. So at what point in time do we take those WAF titles away that it's like winning a natural bodybuilding competition?
So he got tested for steroids in one event. That medal was clearly taken away from him. How can you take away the previous titles just because he got caught tested positive in this event. That's a stupid argument in my opinion. So with this same logic, when does Rob start taking away whatever John Brzezinski did in his early 20s, late 20s, and even 30s? Because once he entered his 40s, he also started using steroids self-admittedly. So according to Rob, if you get tested positive for steroids, then everything that you have done in the past, that should also be taken away from you. So take away from John Brzezinski that everything he has done in the sport since he entered his 40s, whatever he did in his 20s, 30s, late teens, that should be taken away. That logic doesn't make any sense, and Rob shouldn't be. And now you can say that, well, Pradeep, Rob didn't call himself a legend. That was the announcer. So Arsene also didn't call himself a legend. That was Engin Terzi. And Rob was kind of calling out Engin as well. So why not call out the announcer who called him a legend? Same logic here. I think there should be a video from Rob clarifying that. Now let's move on to the next topics. Matt Mas defeated Derek Smith with a score of 6 pins to 0. First few seconds of the first round were close. After that, it was one-sided domination by Matt. Matt said that his hand felt too strong without the straps before the slip in the first round. After that, he was kind of comfortable. He started grabbing Derek a little bit low and then pronating from there. Bro, if Matt starts grabbing you low and then top rolling you from there, then you are in some big trouble, man. You're in some big trouble. So Matt was saying that in the future, he may be thinking about competing in the 105 kg category because his walk around weight is around 110 kilos. And that is when he eats almost everything that he gets. If he maintains a stricter diet, he can easily cut to that weight without any problem. And I think I've said this multiple times that 105 kg category will suit Matt even more because he can cause some stylistic and level problems, size problems for some other athletes in that category. In 115, he isn't the big guy anymore. In super heavyweights, for sure, he's the smallest guy. But in 105, he's kind of the big guy. You don't see forearms that long in that weight category. Ryan SP was arm wrestling in the Texas event against Robbie Burnett a couple of days ago, and there he tore his right tricep. He found a way to tricep press Robbie, but then he heard something clicking in his tricep and it is all black and blue now. Unfortunate injury. I hope Ryan SP recovers well. He recovers fast from it and we see him back on the table very soon, even stronger. So 2023, at least the early part, was a year of injuries. Everyone was tearing their pectoral muscles, their biceps. People were breaking their arms. I'm talking about the elite level of arm wrestling. I hope this year doesn't turn out to be like that as well. We have some injuries with Wagner Bortolato, now Ryan SP, and I think one more guy who got injured. I'm kind of forgetting about it. But I hope the year coming forward is a nice one. So there was a match announcement between Jerry and VITALY. After VITALY defeated Dave Chaffee 4 pins to 1 or 5-1 I should say at King of the Table, he called out Jerry. So at that time we were thinking that VITALY just wants to test himself against Jerry because he recently figured out that he still cannot beat Dave Chaffee, at least not in the first round when they go to straps with his top roll. Dave can still flop press through him after some struggle for 40-45 seconds. But no, it wasn't like that. That match was already confirmed because as soon as the event ended, as soon as Engin saw that yes, VITALY can defeat Dave now, he immediately confirmed the Jerry versus VITALY match on his social media. So that match was already decided. They were just waiting to see if VITALY is able to defeat Dave or not, and he did. VITALY cannot do to Jerry what Hermes did because Hermes went sideways with a lot of cupping. VITALY, I don't think, can do that to Jerry with or without the straps. So the pin without the straps is a very difficult option against Jerry. If Georgi Svetkov struggled to pin Jerry in this position, if VITALY struggled to pin Dave in this position, I don't see a way how VITALY is going to take Jerry down to the pad. He can get him to here, close to the pad, but finishing will be a real difficult job. And even guys, seasoned guys who have a press, they get injured when they try to transition into a press against Jerry. How is VITALY going to do that? And a very smart move from Jerry because he did not accept the Artem Morozov match. Artem Morozov had the capabilities of just cupping and going sideways like Hermes Gasparini. VITALY does not have that option. That's why I think that's a great move. People were saying that, well, Jerry is avoiding everyone. He doesn't want to have a super match. Now he's having the perfect super match. Thanks for watching. Like the video and subscribe.